My first guest this evening is an Emmy award-winning actress who stars as Detective Diane Russell on the long-running ABC show NYPD Blue. Starting next Friday, she can be seen in the movie Mission to Mars. Let's take a look.
In all our myths, in every human culture, Mars is always held a special attraction. What if that means something? The universe is not chaos, it's connection. Life reaches out for life. That's what we were born for, isn't it? To stand on a new world and look beyond it to the next one.
I disagree. Please welcome Kim Delaney. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Those are amazing pants. What are those made of?
I don't know. It's not any skin or anything like that. I think it's just the pretend skin.
It's pretend. It's faux skin.
Faux
it's not
skin.
Real. Well, it has a very cool effect.
Yeah?
I'm going to get me a pair of those.
You're going to get some of these?
Yeah.
They have all different colors.
They will do nothing
orange.
for me. Yeah. Well, thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
I understand.
I love the show.
I understand that there's actually a talk show related question that I have for you, which is that, trust me, I'm going somewhere with this, that I understand that Jay Leno, the guy, you know, Tonight Show guy,
sure.
leads into the show, very famous. Jay Leno apparently almost killed your fiancée. Is this true? This is like a...
They had a little dueling car thing. I don't know.
Dueling car thing. Describe this.
It's like two guys that are in... one passed one, and I don't know which one did. I think Jay's car was in front of Alan's car, and the exhaust was coming out, so Alan tried to get around him because it was bugging him, so he like went around him, and then Jay thought Alan cut him off, so then Jay went around Alan, and you know, it was like one of those. And then they got up to the light, and they go, they knew each other.
This sounds like Road Warrior to me.
Something like that. I think it was two guys.
And what
that
people
were,
don't understand is that Jay doesn't drive just a normal car.
Well, it was one of those other cars that he has, one of those vintage cars that with the, you know.
And when most people, when you say vintage car, people think, oh, 1950s car. Jay Leno drives 1902 cars.
He's got like a,
you know, that like run on manure, and they have like a big horn that goes like awooga, awooga, and he's up there.
Something like
and
that.
You can see him in L.A. He's got goggles on, and he's driving around, and he's like 30.
It looks like he's on a horse the way he's doing it.
He's like 30 feet in the air. And steam is shooting out the back, and he's like, get out of my way! Come on, I'm coming through! Coming through! Awooga, awooga! I love Jay. It's not about that. It's those crazy cars.
He's got all the cars and the motorcycles and his whole deal, yeah.
And it's really something to be cut off by a guy in a Stanley steamer. that's humiliating when you're like in a Porsche and a guy who's driving a steam-powered car.
I think it was one, yeah, some of those male egos or something like that.
But they made up. They're friends now.
They were fine. They were embarrassed when they looked at each other.
Now what happens to you? Let's say you get pulled over. You're actually on a very famous police show. Do you ever try and use that if you get pulled over?
All the time.
Really?
Absolutely. All the time. It works most of the time. There's sometimes where a guy just goes, you know, one of the cops just says, nope, sorry. I said, but I'm on my way to work, you know, NYPD where I work. Nope, doesn't matter.
So
but
that's
other
how
times they do.
So sometimes you actually say to them, hey, I'm on TV, give me a break?
Oh, yeah. I'll say, you know, after I give them my license, I said, you know, I'm on the job like you, but, you know, on TV, not in real life, but you know the show, and those guys let me go.
You're of course, in the business. You meet celebrities all the time. I understand you met Bruce Springsteen lately, and that was someone who, like, when you meet him...
That was pretty amazing.
When I met him for the first time, it's Max, you still get nervous when you meet Bruce, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're like, it's Bruce.
The boss.
The guy I've drummed for 17 years, yeah. What,
I mean, I do meet a lot of people, and it's always fascinating to meet everyone, but I've been a huge fan of Springsteen's for a long, long time. And I was actually on my way home from working out, looking like a slob and, you know, sweats and a ponytail, and stopped for a cappuccino, and I see this guy sitting at this little bar and where I was getting the cappuccino, and I'm thinking, it looks like Bruce, but you know how it kind of looks like everybody, so you're not sure. He's like kind of the airy guy. You know, then somebody comes over and asks for an autograph, so like, okay, that is Bruce, yeah, okay. And then he gives me like one of those little guy nods, you know how they kind of nod at you?
I wouldn't know my guy nod is not working for me. My guy nod is like, huh? I get nowhere with it. Very bad. So you went over to him.
We were right there. He was like right where you were, and I was
Right.
like here getting the cappuccino. And he goes, you know, I love you. I used to watch you all the time on All My Children. I used to see you on the streets in New York. And I was like, really? Well, God, I am a huge fan of yours. And then I just start gushing. Then we ended up talking for like 20, 30 minutes about...
You don't think of him watching soap operas. Not that anything's wrong with soap operas,
Yeah.
but you don't think of Bruce watching soap
And he
operas.
said he was like too shy to say anything when he saw me on the streets of New, you know. This was
Right.
a while ago. I was on my way to do a movie in Canada,
Right.
and we started talking about the movie, and he had just finished Tunnel of Love, and
Right.
I think his wife was pregnant again. They already had one kid. We started talking
Right.
about kids. We were talking about everything as if we were like, it was amazing.
But that's just weird. Just that image of him in front of the TV watching a soap opera and like getting really hooked
A
into
lot of
it.
nighttime people watch soaps because they wake up and they throw the TV on, and it's like, you know, a lot of musicians and performers, and
I've noticed a lot of his recent songs have like soap opera themes.
they have the...
She doesn't love you. She wants your dad's company. Watch out. You know, it's very. He gets good material that way.
Yeah.
Well, NYPD Blue, of course, Tuesdays at 10 o'clock on ABC.
Yes.
Evil Network. And Mission to
You're not
Mars.
supposed to mention that, are you?
What? No, you always mention the other networks. I want them to do well. I don't care who does better. And I'll get you too, CBS. And Mission to Mars opens March 10th. So, Kim, thank you very much for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Producer Tech and everything. Good to have you. Kim Delaney, everybody. Now, folks, Lisa Rinna is coming up in just a few minutes. But first, tonight's show is brought to you by Heineken. It's all about the beer. Heineken. It'll make you go from this to this.
Aha!